Alright, so there is zero excitement in this video that's live action. Everything happened after the fact because I thought I left this camera at home on the workbench, and it was in my turkey vest, but I didn't know it until I was organizing stuff and putting things away. So all I have is the after effects of a successful turkey hunt. So I am hunting on a farm in Maryland, and Dirt Nap had to be away this weekend for his grandson's baptism. So I come up to this farm to find a gobbler that we had bumped once before. Actually not bumped, that we saw once before, and early season scouting, and Dirt Nap actually had an encounter with him, unsuccessfully of course, because he's laying here today. So let me tell you what went on. The narration. I'm following a creek up through the property to get to a high point. See, there's this beautiful field behind me. You can probably also see yellow posters, or maybe you can't, but there's yellow posters there, so we can't access that. So I have this beautiful maple tree to set against. Before that though, I'm walking up the backside of this ridge, or downside of this ridge, to get to this wonderful flat spot where I can set up shop and maybe strike the gobbler. And on my way up, I hear a turkey gobble 3 times on private to the left. I keep coming up over, and up on this knob, actually out that way, up that point, I hear an owl. And I thought maybe it was another hunter, but it sounded pretty good, and I thought that's a good place for an owl to be. I'm just going to walk up on the hill, and if I find it's a hunter, I'll leave. So as I'm walking and sneaking and listening, and it's past 6 o'clock now, I hear a turkey gobble once. And I thought, well, I've got all morning, I really don't have any other place to go, so I'm just going to set up shop here, and I'll wait him out. If he doesn't come in, maybe something will come back from that property, cross that field, and come down this road to him and her. So I'm sitting against this tree. I set up shop here, setting up against this tree, and put out my him and her, and I hit my slate a few times, and I don't hear anything. And way down through the woods, about 90 yards, I arranged it. I catch a flash of white, and I think movement. Now I'd probably sat here 15 minutes and just called. That's all I was going to do, just call light, listen. Thought I'll do this for an hour and then maybe move. So I catch a splash, and 30 seconds later a gobbler materializes up through the woods. And he's comes up through the woods, moves to my left, and in and out behind those trees, gets to the left of this tree, this maple, that scraggly little maple there in the middle. He stops right there, and he goes into strut, and I'm pointing at the decoys. So I'm thinking, well, it's now or never. Just a quick move to the left, put the red dot on the wattle, and pow. It flopped him. He didn't move. He hit the ground, laid there. I hit it with the rangefinder. It's 42 steps. All right, enough of me. Let's get up here. As you can see, there's quite a bit of scratching in here. Hopefully you can. This is him. This is the old boy this morning. He gobbled once, probably on the roost. He could have been on the ground, but when he gobbled, he probably was still in the tree and did not gobble at all coming in. His head's wonderful color. He's got a nice beard on him, probably 8 inches, maybe 9, with some scragglers. He's got some decent spurs, a smidge under an inch. I picked him up. He's probably about 18 pounds, 17, 18 pounds. Nice mountain bird. There is the sun coming through. So sun was out when he come up through here. So that was what he was looking at. And I was right there against that big maple. All right, that's it. That's the tale. that's it. That's the tale. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of this morning, see if I can get a hold of Dirt Nap. I texted him, but he did not respond, so he must still be in bed. All right. Thanks for watching. All right, I'm going to get packed up and get out of here. It is right before 6 o'clock. And gobbler down. All right, let's talk about this. This gobbler, Dirt Map and I have seen him about 7 different times. Right out here in this field strutting. There's a gate right up there, and a little opening in those pines. And that's where we drive by and see him. No way to kill him. There's a road right on the other side of those pines. So we got permission to hunt this farm. And I snuck in this morning, got along this ditch, and I set up right here on the corner of this ditch. Put my decoys right out there in the field at 20 yards. And I just sat on these rocks, pointed the camera out there, and waited. He started to gobble. There's actually another one behind him. 2 of them up on the hill there. And I just gave a couple little soft clucks. And he responded, and he shut up for a while, and he gobbled again, and I yelped a little bit, or clucked on my slate just ever so quietly, and he gobbled, and I thought, that's it. And I heard him pitch off. Man, he landed right in the field in front of me, as you saw. I gave him a chance to strut so I could get situated and get the gun moved in the right spot. And after he strutted and turned a little bit, I just raised the gun. I ranged him at 34 yards. And that's it. I was on this farm a couple days ago. Never heard him gobble, but I did hear turkeys back in the back corner of the property. It's actually on private, and I couldn't access it. So, what a blessing. Thank you, Jesus, for this gobbler. And oh, there he is. Did you guys hear him? He just hit it again. So, another day, I guess. All right, I'm going to get packed up and get out of here. It is right before 6 o'clock. And